Michelle, you lost weight. John, obviously. Alan, you did. And actually, we all did. I mean, to some extent, like I got too big. I was bulky. I had a lot of extra fat. I was like 225. Now I'm probably like 190, 195. So
you were in game, Thor.
Yeah. So I had to I realized.
People got so upset about that. Oh my God.
Well, it's fat acceptance dad bod.
He was my favorite part of the movie. I could not. Oh my gosh, I loved it.
Well,
I made a whole video about it. Like I loved it.
Before that movie, they wanted a fat superhero, and then they gave him a fat superhero, and they had an issue with it.
It was so fucked up. Like you can't win. Like I mean, you literally.
Never, I don't. Yeah, you can't ever.
You cannot win. Like first of all, you want a fat superhero, okay? Like they call it a superhero body for a fucking reason. You know what I mean? Like. But
what are they really going to do if they're an obese superhero? They're going to do what obese people do. They can't do a
technically, there's the Blob already. There's the Blob. There's Juggernaut. There's Kingpin. That's what pissed me off. Like, which ones do you want? Like, I mean, and then it's not body positivity enough. Daredevil's blind. Like, fucking, Mystique is blue. Fucking. Nightcrawler has a fucking tail and is ridiculed. Like the entire Marvel universe is based off of inclusion.
Oh yeah.
The whole fucking concept that Stanley came up from is based on inclusion. Like these people don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They're trying to ruin my fucking childhood, but because they want to feel good about themselves. Like motherfuckers, shut up. You know, like there's in one timeline, Colossus is gay. Like I mean, like it's very inclusionary.
They just like to complain, and that's what I feel like. They just want something to complain about.
I thought it was really cool because I thought that they did a really good job of showing, Thor, he's the god of thunder, like he is the man, right, the strongest Avenger. But then showing what a situation like that could, like, what depression could lead to, what all of those things could lead to. I thought it was really interesting. And then, of course, like, everyone just wanted to focus on the weight, which is understandable because it was such a funny part of the movie. But I could go on a tangent about this because that movie was amazing. I loved it. I watched it like 4 times in theaters.
It's embracing the dad bod, which is actually another interesting concept. Do you see anyone that is promoting fat acceptance as a man? I have not seen one. I don't know if you.
Holy fuck! The whole Jason Momoa thing was fucking crazy.
I'm ignorant to that, so you guys can go off on that. Get me up to speed. Get me up to speed.
They were talking to the guy that plays Aquaman. All of a sudden, had a dad bod. Like, first of all, if that's a dad, like he'd still like steal all your girlfriends, bitches.
Yeah.
like
he probably put on like 15 pounds. Like, it's not like, he wasn't huge. And like, I think you were saying in your video, I don't think that there were even that many people that were saying it. It was just a good story, right? Like you could put him on the cover and then it looks like, oh my gosh.
Photoshop it a little bit. So, soften it.
You could have had a high sodium weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what people don't realize, that you train for a role. You diet down and you do these things so you look great on camera, because camera adds X, Y, and Z. Now with CGI, you probably don't even have to get lean anymore, but that's what you do. And then after that, you go back to your normal life after filming for 2 or 3 months, and you actually eat food and drink water and sleep a little bit. Your body comes back to a comfortable. It just proves more and more that these kinds of extreme idealistic body types are just not something that's maintainable, even for people with all the money, all the resources, all the reason to be super lean. They tend to be the ones that aren't lean all year round. So everyone that we're trying to emulate in the movies, like that was for like the 2 weeks that they filmed. And I just don't see anything besides, I didn't even know about that, but you don't see this from dudes. Is that because guys have been, is this the patriarchy? Is this like what, like guys are not supposed to like,
it's way more acceptable to be overweight as a guy than a girl. Like,
yeah, the dad bod's almost like cherished. Like, oh, you have kids. Oh, you're a man providing for your family. You have a dad bod. I'm like,
in reality, society does view women's bodies almost always in a negative connotation. Like, I mean, just like, I mean, it's just real. Like, I mean, like,
true.
I mean, I have never once been like worried about, like, even when I was fluffy, like fucking fat, because even when I was like what I would consider obese, I mean,
Portly.
I still like, well, I mean, I still like, I wore like a triple extra large shirt. I filled in a fucking doorway, but I was almost always the strongest dude in the gym. Like, unless I went to a powerlifting gym, like where real strong people worked out, not like my gym, but but I never worried about it because like I still garnered respect when I walked in a fucking room. Like, I mean, way more than I do now. Like, because I'm built very different now. But when I walked into a room, if people were going to talk shit, they were going to do it very quietly. You know what I mean? Like, but like if you're even like a woman can be too muscular, too lean, too this, too that. Like wear too much body makeup, Michelle. But like, I mean, like, you know, like stuff like that. Like women are almost always seen in like a negative connotation. Like their bodies are almost, and I think that's why the fat acceptance movement is majority women, because they just want to be considered pretty, you know. And
without a doubt.
And I totally fucking get that.
You know, to that, because I'm a woman, even though the body positive people like to say I'm a man. But when I was too fat, I was too fat, and when I got thin, I was too thin, and then now that I'm muscular, I'm too muscular. So there's always been some kind of negative association with my body that I do think that women get more than men. I mean, a muscular man is going to be a man. I think the only time that it's negative is when they're too thin, in my opinion.
Yeah, like if you call someone girly or feminine, but it's totally true though, because if you're a woman and you wear clothes that, you know, are revealing because you have a great body, or, you know, it's perceived, and then you're a slut or you're a horse. I mean, that's definitely society, and that does play into, I'm sure, psychologically what you're raised with, what you're attracted to, because every different generation obviously is attracted to different things. We're all programmed, and it's just, there's so many different layers of all this. You want more Daily Swole podcast? I fucking know you do. Go subscribe to the Daily Swole podcast on YouTube and get slapped with that knowledge cock every single day.